You ever notice how some people speak and the room just listens? They're not loud. They don't demand anything. They just talk and people pay attention. Then there's the other thing, the thing nobody mentions, where you say something and people keep talking. You make a point in a meeting and someone repeats it 2 minutes later, like it's their idea. You set a boundary and watch it get stepped over like it was drawn in chalk, and you can't call it out because what are you going to say? Excuse me, I'm being subtly disrespected? You'd sound insane. So you just sit there, feeling something shift, watching respect slip out the back door while you're still figuring out what happened. Here's the truth most people never realize. Respect doesn't leave in big moments. It leaks. Slowly. One small thing at a time. Think of respect like a phone battery. It drains 1% at a time. So slow you don't notice until you're at 12% and nowhere near a charger. It's the micro moments. You apologize when you did nothing wrong. You laugh at a joke that was actually about you. You say sorry to bother you before asking a normal question. You explain yourself for 5 minutes when one sentence would work. Alone, none of that matters. Stacked up over months, you've written a manual for how people should treat you, and most people don't realize their manual says, I'm negotiable, now I'll teach. Here's an example. A friend's supposed to meet you at 7. They show up at 7:40. No real apology, just traffic and a shrug. You're annoyed, but you don't say anything. Why start conflict? Next time they show up at 7:45, then 8. Eventually they stop rushing because they know you'll wait. You taught them that, not with words, with patterns. That's how respect works. It's not what people think of you. It's what they've learned they can do around you. Most of us train people to take us less seriously because we don't want to be difficult. We want to be easy, likable, low maintenance. So we sand down our edges, make ourselves convenient. Here's what nobody warned us. The easier you are to be around, the easier you are to overlook. Being liked and being respected aren't the same thing. Kind people have standards and enforce them without cruelty. Pushovers have standards too. They just won't defend them. Guess which one gets tested more? Think of respect like a fence. Your boundaries are the posts. Some people have solid fences. Clear, consistent. Everyone knows. That's the line. Others have fences made of maybe. Gaps everywhere. Posts wobbling. What happens to wobbly fences? People push. Not because they're evil, because it wobbles. If it moved last time, maybe it'll move again. Every time you set a boundary, then make an exception, you loosen another post. Eventually, people stop seeing a fence at all. Here's what happens when respect leaks. You build slow resentment. You replay conversations. Keep mental scorecards. Feel annoyed, but say nothing because the moment passed. You work harder for less recognition. Then you snap over something small, and you feel crazy because you're reacting to 12 things while everyone thinks it's one. That's the cost. It doesn't just change how people treat you. It poisons how you experience them. So what do? Stop apologizing for having standards. You're allowed to say no without a reason. You're allowed to not laugh at jokes that are actually insults. You're allowed to let someone be disappointed in you. Their disappointment isn't proof you did something wrong. Sometimes it's proof they expected you to abandon yourself for their convenience, and you just didn't. You don't need to become louder or harder. Just consistent. Mean what you say. Hold your lines. Let people be uncomfortable when they bump into your limits instead of moving the limits, because here's the truth. You can't demand respect, fake it, or nice your way into it. You can only demonstrate it through how you treat yourself. People learn what they can do around you by what you tolerate. So the question isn't, how do I get respect? It's, what am I teaching them right now? If this landed, tell me in the comments. And if you want more honest stuff like this, stick around.